It's time for GMA3. At it again?
I don't want to go to United States.
The major airport security breach as Svetlana the stowaway is arrested again. Timeless style. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy's signature 90s look trending again nearly 30 years later thanks to the new Love Story. And Have Mercy, a Full House reunion channeling Taylor Swift. We'll see what Uncle Jesse and Stephanie are up to. It's time for GMA3.
Who doesn't love a Full House reunion?
Yeah.
We got our own little Full House going here on a Friday. I'm Whit Johnson.
And I am Rebecca Jarvis here with Dr. Tara Narula. We're so glad you can join us on this Friday.
And coming up, it's American Heart Month, and we're going to look at why cancer survivors should be concerned about their heart health later in life and what you can do to stay on top of your health.
Yep. Also ahead here, deals and steals from fan favorite skincare to vitamin-infused hair care. Tori Johnson is here with an upgrade to your self-care ritual, all at 50% off.
But we begin with the stowaway, convicted of sneaking onto a flight to Paris in 2024, allegedly at it again. Officials say Svetlana Dali was arrested after improperly boarding a flight to Milan. And Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katursky has more. Aaron, you have been following this story since the early days, and now she's back at it.
And now she is back, and you might call this woman a frequent ticket list flyer because Svetlana Dali has been convicted once of sneaking onto a flight. Now she's in Italy after allegedly flying from Newark as a stowaway. Italian authorities say Svetlana Dali is now requesting asylum in Italy after sources told ABC News she sneaked onto United Flight 19 from Newark to Milan. The FBI said it's aware, and United said it's investigating, though it's not clear they can do anything while the Italians are reviewing her plea for asylum. Dali is on supervised release after she was convicted in Brooklyn federal court last year of sneaking onto a Delta flight from JFK to Paris. That's her in the hoodie and backpack, blending with the crowd at the gate and walking onto the jet bridge without showing a boarding pass.
Well, it seems we have a serial stowaway here, and the concern, obviously, is how is she bypassing both security and then gate agents for the airline.
In November 2024, airport cameras caught Dali going through security at JFK without showing ID by maneuvering into a special line for crew members. Once on board the flight to Paris, she hid in the bathroom, feigning illness until the crew forced her to sit. She was immediately flown back to New York.
Please help me. I don't want to go to United States.
2 days before stowing away on the flight to Paris, prosecutors said Dali tried something similar at Bradley International Airport in Connecticut, and before that, made it into the secure zone of the Miami airport. Now, following her conviction, Dali was sentenced to time served plus a year of supervised release. She was supposed to undergo mental health treatment. The lawyer who represented her declined to comment on whether she had. United has not exactly explained yet how Dali got on board without a boarding pass. The TSA said it is aware the incident is under investigation.
Wow. I'm just trying to get through TSA without the random selection screen. So, you know, but it's really something.
Don't forget your water bottle.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate that. All right, now to mortgage rates at their lowest levels in more than 3 years, dropping below 6%, and that could motivate more people to jump into the housing market. Freddie Mac reports the current rate is now 5.98%, down from just above 6% last week. A year ago, rates averaged more than 6.75%. Now, this means substantial savings for homeowners. Using the median existing home price of nearly $400,000 at the current rate, the monthly payment would be $2,278. Last year at this time, that would have cost $2,440. That's a savings of $162 a month, or nearly $2,000 a year. And Rebecca, I know you've been tracking this, and there's also an impact on buyers and potential home sellers.
Yeah, I mean, this has huge implications because a lot of people have been waiting on the sidelines to buy or sell a house because of how expensive it is to buy a home. And if you sell your house, you have to go out and get a new mortgage and buy a new home in many cases. So people have been waiting. This might bring some sellers out. They might put their homes on the market. That would create more inventory, and that could help drive prices down, which are also part of this equation. The other thing is that it could drive up refinancing right now because of the fact that a lot of people bought houses. If you bought a house a year ago, you had a mortgage rate that was almost 1% higher. It makes most sense to refinance when you have a mortgage rate that is at least a full percent lower. You have to do some of the math math on your own and make sure it makes sense, because ultimately refinancing comes with its own costs. Even if you're getting a little bit of a break on that monthly payment, you have to make sure that you're actually saving money overall once you include all the fees.
I also thought it was interesting, beyond the psychological part, there is this other group of people who now qualify for mortgages too, who didn't before.
Exactly. More people are qualifying at better rates, and that could drive more people into the housing market.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thanks,
Very
Whit.
interesting. Well, now to renewed interest in Carolyn Bessette Kennedy and her signature 90s style, all thanks to the FX series Love Story about her and her husband John F. Kennedy Jr. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamato is here with more on Carolyn's style. Lori.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
That's right. I was an intern at Glamour magazine in 1999, and I remember just how major her influence on fashion and beauty was at that time. And now her minimalist aesthetic continues to resonate three decades later. Take a look.
She was the ultimate 90s it girl, whose style helped define the decade. Ann Caruso, celebrity stylist and longtime friend of Carolyn's, remembers it well.
There's just this way that she walked, the way her hair flowed. It's that look that you just kind of want to get.
John, this is Carolyn Bessette.
Now, with the popularity of FX's limited series Love Story, her timeless sense of fashion is being embraced again by those who recall it firsthand and those discovering it for the first time.
Her style's never going to go out of fashion.
How to dress like Carolyn Bessette Kennedy.
Videos like these popping up all over social media, showing how you too can dress like Carolyn.
And you're officially ready to take on the New York City Blizzard CPK edition.
Bessette Kennedy's late 90s wardrobe set the tone with razor-sharp tailoring, effortless polish, and a refined mix of high and low, pairing luxury labels like Prada and Calvin Klein with everyday items like Levi's jeans, punctuated with an Hermes bag. Recognizable pieces from her closet are making a comeback, like the designer red coat she famously wore, with similar styles now trending.
Carolyn is a good example of, 90s fashion. And, for all of the people that didn't get to live during that time, especially the younger generation, they get to see it on the screen.
She really was the intersection of cool and classic, but her style also felt accessible to so many of us. One of the many reasons we are all still trying to emulate her today.
It's such, I've been enjoying the show so much, Love Story, but I love hearing people's individual stories from that moment in time. I kind of watched it as a youngin in Minnesota, but it was such an amazing thing to see, and what cool experience for you to have.
Yeah, you could really feel just how palpable her fashion and style presence was. And I think the real reason that, fashion fades, but style is forever. And that's kind of what we're seeing with her.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you so much, Lori. Coming up, new details about the Academy Awards just 16 days away. Will Gans has the latest Oscars update just ahead in Pop News.
All right, back now with Pop News. Will Gans in the house. Hey, Will.
Yes, hey, Whit. Hello to all of you. We begin with the road to the Oscars shifting into high gear. And task Conan O'Brien taking literally as he races into the 2-week countdown to the 98th annual ceremony. Voting officially began yesterday afternoon, and this morning we're learning fresh new details about who will join Conan on stage for Hollywood's Golden Night. Some of last year's winners, including Zoe Saldana and Kieran Culkin among them. They're presenting some of this year's biggest awards. And now we know that Javier Bardem, Chris Evans, Chase Infinity, Demi Moore, Kumail Nanjiani, and Maya Rudolph are going to join the broadcast as presenters. The 98th Oscars air Sunday, March 15th, right here on ABC. And we'll be streaming on Hulu.
Yes, we will.
I love Conan.
I love Conan.
I'm so excited to see him.
And Maya Rudolph, yes, I'm very thrilled about all of that. The Cone Zone, too. All right, if you're looking for news about one of TV's funniest characters returning to the small screen, allow me to unleash my inner Valerie Cherish to say, well, I got it. Lisa Kudrow's cult comedy The Comeback is returning more than a decade after we last saw her in season 2, and it looks like Valerie Cherish is returning to sitcom stardom this time. Take a look.
Sitcoms are back. How's that? That's the name of the show. Such a good hook, too, because you can say it so many different ways. How's that? How's that? Oh, it's just so good.
Ready for our first
Oh, I can't wait. This season, Valerie stars in a new show that's being written by AI, much to her chagrin, and doing everything she can do to make her Hollywood dreams come true, including taping an episode of Hot Ones. Perhaps she should have asked our own Robin, Michael, and George for advice on that. The third and allegedly final season of The Comeback premieres on March 22nd.
I love The Comeback.
Just give her the Emmy. I'm calling it here and now.
So good.
The race is over. All right. Finally, have mercy. We are back in our Full House era, thanks to John Stamos and Jodie Sweetin, reuniting to show fans what they think Uncle Jesse and Stephanie Tanner would be up to these days. And it turns out they're Swifties. Take a look. So as you can see, the pair donned matching tracksuits to dance to Taylor Swift's Opalite, performing the music video's original choreography. And they certainly aren't alone. The Opalite dance trend has gone absolutely viral among fans, and yes, you already know that I participated.
You need the tracksuit, though.
We couldn't get tracksuits in time, so we did get the matching shirts, though.
That works.
By the way, Taylor Swift herself did like that TikTok video.
Really?
She really did.
There you go. All right.
You were waiting for that moment.
Talk about a humble brag. Yeah.
Name dropper. Thanks, Will Gans. All right, coming up, Tori Johnson is here with Deals and Steals, giving your self-care ritual an upgrade with big savings on everything from fan-favorite skincare to vitamin-infused hair care. Stay with us.
We are back now with Deals and Steals Influencer Edition. Tori Johnson is here with some amazing deals for self-care. Hello, Tori Johnson.
So if you are scrolling Instagram, these are all the brands that you constantly see on your TikTok feed, your Instagram feed, but the tried and true ones that really work, starting with Elemis.
Great one.
It's just for a forever fan favorite. Their cleansing balm is their number one. Their Pro
Takes it all off.
Takes it all off. We've got the Pro Collagen Marine Cream with SPF. We also have these are their resurfacing pads. Just this little swipe, if you don't like a fancy routine, is fabulous for skin texture and cleansing. Everything from Elemis, half price and free shipping.
Is there a moisturizer?
You can't beat that. There is a moisturizer in there, yes. Pro Collagen Marine Cream.
Yes. Excellent.
That is the
Chef's
moisturizer.
kiss.
All right, whitening strips. So these have 60,000 positive reviews.
Whoa.
That is a lot of reviews. It was created by a dentist. Full disclosure, I have veneers, and so I have dentist-bought whitening in my teeth. But
But for everyone else,
for
all the
everybody
rest of
else,
us.
the number one thing that people complain about with whitening strips is sensitivity,
Right,
and that it's disruptive to their
Our
enamel.
stage manager, Brad, was just saying that.
This helps to avoid the sensitivity and give you that brighter, whiter smile.
So you actually use them after you buy them.
So
This
you
is my
continue
issue,
to use them, yes. I'm going to buy some for you today because you know why?
Because I need
It
to.
doesn't look like
No,
you need
it's
it.
not that
No,
My
because
gosh.
I want
Because you
more
love me,
feedback.
Tori, and
want
I love
more
you.
feedback.
I'm gonna use them.
And
How many
because it's 50% off and free shipping. So because of
Excellent.
that, I get to save money
Save you
by
money.
buying it for you. You know
You're
what?
the best.
I'm also going to buy you some iconic London.
This stuff
because
is phenomenal.
We love a glow, a
Yeah.
gorgeous glow. And so this is their number one bestseller. This is a primer that kind of gives that glow from within, that glow from underneath. Some people use it without any makeup, but then when you put makeup on it, it looks gorgeous too. This whole palette, we've got one of those in the makeup room. Elena used that same palette on me today. So whole face, you get your bronzer, your highlighter, your blush, everything in one. It's gorgeous. 50% off and free shipping from Iconic London.
Love
as
it.
well.
It looks great. It looks like real skin in person. It translates. No, but I think that's the thing about makeup.
Yes.
Sometimes makeup
Sometimes
doesn't
it
feel
doesn't
that
look
way.
good, and sometimes it's like cakey.
Yes.
And, like not good.
It looks
so
great.
I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're having fun today, aren't we?
Exactly. Okay. JS Health, new to Deals. This is one that's like all over social media. It's multi-peptide, plant-active hair care, all vitamin infused. That scalp serum is the one that I hear a lot about.
What is
scalp
this?
brush. If you don't have a scalp brush, you got to get yourself a scalp brush. It just feels
feels
so
good.
Feels
That's
good.
the thing.
And healthy scalp helps have your healthiest hair. If your scalp has issues, it's like we don't think about our scalp because we don't see it. But when you have really careful scalp health, that's going to help for healthier hair. That serum is fabulous too. Everything is slashed in half.
Excellent.
Okay,
and it rarely goes on sale. Okay.
We've got the thing called the Gary fold, which allows us to unfurl something magically. This is the most cuddly blanket. It's so soft.
Love this.
From Dream Home. It's like the instant elevator to your couch. Instant kind of cuddles get cozier with this. We've got blankets and pillows. Everything's 50% off and free shipping from Dream Home.
Wonderful.
And then finally, Life in Lilac, our friend Jen Reed's home collection with the most exquisite candles, room sprays. There's one, which one is this?
This is Off the Coast.
That's like a vacation in a bottle, in a jar.
Excellent.
And then the other is, it's like cashmere and amber. Oof, the scents are fabulous, and you guys are gonna save 50%.
You take such good care of us, Tori. Thank you. And we partner with all these companies on these great products. Go to GMAdeals.com and that QR code. Coming up next, the perfect bra.
The ghost elephants are giants living in these high altitude forests, like a temple. They're up there in the sky.
We accompanied Steve Boyce to the Angolan highlands to find the elusive ghost elephants.
Helicopters, camera traps, hundreds of them. Still never seen one. We're the last trackers alive that can identify an elephant by its footprints. And it's with them that we are going to see the giant elephant, the ghost elephant.
Okay, welcome back. That was the trailer for National Geographic's new documentary called Ghost Elephants, all about one man's mission to find a mysterious and elusive herd hiding in the forests of Angola. Ghost Elephants debuts in theaters today. It airs on National Geographic on March 7th and then begins streaming the day after on Disney Plus and Hulu. Interesting.
Yeah, it gave me chills just watching that trailer. Okay, well, we are going to go now to the Right Fit, the Bras edition. Our GMA lifestyle contributor, Lori Bergamato, is back with tips to help you find the perfect bra. What a segue there, Lori.
Hard left turn.
Elephants and bras.
Ooh, okay, well, here we are. And for something all women wear, it is unbelievable how many of us are not wearing the right size bra. So we went to an expert for some advice. Take a look.
Bras. They're the first thing most women put on every day. But are you wearing the right size?
It's very often a fit issue. Why do these have so much
Claire. We know American women have issues with their bras, so we went to the expert to get the answers.
To get the support we need, we're turning to intimate apparel stylist Laura Burke.
Bras are just getting a bad rap, and it's really all about fit. Once we have the proper fit, they will be comfortable.
So when you talk about fit, where are we going wrong?
So the majority of women are wearing a band that's too large and a cup that's too small.
We wanted to get answers for some of the most common questions women are asking. First up, what to do about spillage.
I just feel like I'm spilling out both on the top and on the sides, and I'm always pulling my band down.
So you said this is a really common problem, right?
When you're spilling like this or when you're having quad boob, it's an indication that the cup is too small.
After measuring Miranda, Laura moving her up several cup sizes.
It's so much more comfortable.
Next up, what do you do if your straps won't stay put?
The straps keep falling off my arms. I feel like something is actually crawling down my arms.
Oh no.
Especially when I'm walking, I feel like, it's very uncomfortable.
So a lot of people think it might be just as simple as tightening a strap, but it's actually not the issue. The issue is the band.
To fix Issa's problem, Laura changing her band size.
The band was too large. So we needed to go down in the band, actually 2 full band sizes. So we went down to the 32 from the 36. And now it's anchored on the body, right? It's gonna stay there.
And while a new size can often fix your problems, sometimes we just aren't wearing the right type of bra.
So Joni, tell us, what has been your problem with sports bras?
Well, I've lost over 100 pounds, and really what I need is to feel more support when I'm actually doing my workouts.
Instead of just compressing your chest, Laura recommends trying an encapsulation bra for exercise.
And you can see the shape that it's creating, right? We're getting not just that smushed compression look.
I feel supported. I feel like this is a great bra.
And you guys, if you can't go to a professional fitter, I have some bra math that I'm going to share with you guys. Which, are you ready?
Yeah,
for this
please.
little lesson
your
in bra
chalkboard.
math? My chalkboard. Okay, so this went viral online. There's a woman, her name is Wendy Herman from Bra Bar. She didn't come up with this formula, but she is the one that is popularizing it because she wants to standardize and give women the right formula to measure at home. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take a tape measure and find your band size. So that's that first number when you're buying a bra. You're gonna measure around your rib cage, directly under the bust, and you're gonna get that number. So let's pretend it's a 36, right? Then you're gonna go to step 2. So step 2 is you're gonna find your bust size. You're gonna measure around the fullest part of your chest, and you'll come up with another number. Let's pretend that's a 34. So step 3, you're gonna do the band size subtracted. You're going to subtract the bust size from the band size. So 36 minus 34 will give you the number 2. And step 4, you're going to use a key here. 1 inch equals A, 2 inch equals B. So you would be a 36 B cup. And that is how you measure for a bra.
That's amazing. I don't think I've checked since high school.
Well,
so
now
I'm
you
one
have
of
the
the
formula.
80% that doesn't know
exactly
her bra size.
Well, and now that you know, but you also need the right kind of bra. So once you have your size, our expert that we talked to, she picked a few out for us. So if you have a fuller cup, she really likes this balconette bra. We found this one at Bloomingdale's. It's from Scarlet Blue, and it lifts and supports. So that's a great option for you there. Sadly, not my problem, but this one would appeal to me because if you're looking to add volume, this is a great one from Be Tempted. Wacoal, which is an industry leader, makes this one. We found it at Macy's. And what's great about this is it has graduated padding, so it's not going to look overdone. It's going to look more natural. Laura, our expert, said to make sure you stay within 1 cup of your natural size so that it doesn't look kind of overdone. Exactly. And finally, everybody needs a good sports bra.
Yes.
I particularly like this one, Panache from Amazon, because it doesn't have those inserts that always seem to come out. This one has no padding. It's just molded cups and underwire, which is going to minimize bounce and maximize support. So we've got everybody literally covered.
Love it. Super useful information,
Thank
Lori.
you.
Thank you for bringing it to us. And you can shop for all these bras on goodmorningamerica.com. And coming up here, a GMA Health Alert. Dr. Narula is in the hot seat. Why people who survive cancer need to watch their heart health later in life. What you need to know coming up.
We are back now with our series Heart to Heart. And Dr. Narula, you're a cardiologist, and you have a look at how cancer may be taking a toll on people later in life,
Yes,
too.
this is something a lot of people don't know about, but it takes so much strength to survive cancer. But unfortunately, that milestone is not a finish line when it comes to taking care of your health. When David Robbins was a senior in high school in 1990, he felt a lump above his clavicle and was shocked to learn that at 17 years old, he had Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of blood cancer.
I had 6 months of pretty rigorous chemotherapy. And then I had 1 month of radiation therapy as a freshman in college.
He beat the cancer, doctors warning him to watch his thyroid, but that was it.
It was almost like, okay, don't let the door hit you on the way out, have a good life. And that's kind of how I was living.
His experience with lymphoma led him to become a doctor himself. Decades later, a conversation with a cardiology colleague who knew his cancer history told him he should probably get his heart checked.
I was like, what do you mean? I'm cycling, I'm in great shape, I feel fine. He's like, let's just do a cardiac CT and see what's what. I said, okay, fine, somewhat reluctantly.
What Robbins didn't know is that some cancer treatments, like chest radiation and chemotherapy, can increase the risk of heart disease years later. And tests showed Robbins was already living with it, despite being completely asymptomatic.
It turns out that I had a greater than 70% narrowing in what people call the widowmaker. Here I am, 35 years later, and it's like my old treatment is haunting me.
This is considered a high-risk form of coronary artery disease.
patients who were treated with treatments like mantle field radiation involving the heart in the thorax face an increased risk for cardiovascular disease decades later, that we've really only been able to appreciate because patients are living longer than ever before.
Robbins had minimally invasive bypass surgery, and he's doing great, but wants to warn others of heart risks that may surface decades after cancer treatment.
If you had radiation really at any point, but especially in your 20s, you need to talk to your doctor about it and know that your doctor may not even know about it.
There's an emerging field called cardio-oncology devoted to the care of the heart in cancer survivors, the focus of which is to ensure that the cancer patient of today does not become the heart patient of tomorrow. If you're a cancer survivor, especially one who had radiation to your chest or chemotherapy, this is a conversation to have with your doctor before symptoms ever start. Early detection here is really key.
Yeah, it's so important, all this information. Let's talk more about the detection part of it. What is the best way to screen if you survive cancer?
Yeah, so it would definitely be to see a cardiologist. A cardiologist could sit down with you, go over all of your risk factors. We have risk scores that we can do to calculate your 10-year risk and 30-year risk of heart disease. There's a test called a calcium score, which is a very quick CAT scan that looks for plaque in the heart arteries you may not know about. Actually, David Robbins had that. That's what kind of uncovered his disease. And then there are tests like echocardiograms or ultrasounds of the heart that look at the muscle and the valves. We know that radiation can actually damage both the arteries, the valves, the muscle, and even lead to electrical problems with the heart. But definitely starting with a cardiologist or even a cardio-oncologist can be a great way to go. One last tip, if you are a cancer patient currently undergoing chemotherapy and radiation, keep a log of exactly what type of chemo and radiation you're getting, because that's going to be important information to give the cardiologist to understand your risk.
Yeah, as if they haven't gone through enough.
Exactly.
Now, something else to think about, but very important. Thank you.
All right, we're going to turn now to the passing of one of the founders of the modern running movement, Jeff Galloway. And Will Reeve is here with that story and his lasting legacy. Hi, Will.
Hi, hello, everyone. So Jeff Galloway, a lot of people have him to thank. Whether you've run marathons or just taken a spin around the block, you likely have Jeff Galloway to thank for any improvements you've felt, whether you know it or not. Galloway was an Olympian. Then he became the father of an innovative training method that has become ingrained in runners worldwide to this day, and tributes are pouring in.
Let's talk about motivation.
He was a legendary runner among runners, Olympian and creator of an innovative running method, Jeff Galloway, dead at 80 years old. His daughter-in-law sharing the news on Instagram, writing, "It was never going to be enough time to learn from you, to watch how you loved, how you listened, how you always saw the best in everyone. We are heartbroken, but we are all better because of you." A member of the 1972 U.S. Olympic team, Galloway inspired everyone from elite athletes to everyday runners with his run, walk, run strategy, affectionately known as Jeffing, which he developed in 1974 to help new runners hit the road.
Jeff Galloway's run, walk, run method is the tried and true golden ticket. Everyone should be using it.
6 done. Last 30-second walk break. 7 miles done. Mr. Sir, King, Jeff Galloway, come to the front.
I walked 25 times during my half marathon, and it's actually the reason that I achieved a personal best. It's the main reason I can do these long distances and not feel awful. It also helps prevent injury, so overall it's a really good thing.
It caught on.
By developing that walk-run method, he made it accessible to the masses and made a sport that originally kind of felt like it was for people that were kind of gifted or born into running to be something that anybody could take on.
We're going to go from a walk, I'm on a walk break, into a shuffle.
Galloway died of a hemorrhagic stroke in Pensacola, Florida. In his final interview with the New York Times, he shared what he had hoped to accomplish in the coming years. "My mission now, at the age of 80 plus, is to show that people can do things that are normally not done and can do them safely."
And Galloway was a member of the extended Disney family as the official training consultant for Run Disney. And about that run, walk, run method, he said he introduced it at a class he taught at Florida State University, and that everyone passed the final exam, which was finishing a 5K or a 10K with a smile on their face. He ended up running over 230 marathons in his life. He popularized the method of walking through the water stations, which is very important. And Rebecca, you and I ran the first leg of the New York City Marathon.
Do the Jeffing.
We didn't do any Jeffing. We just ran.
We should have.
We skipped the Jeffing. We did the Rebecca Willing, which was just sort of running and then
When there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he will be remembered fondly.
Such
What
a
a
legacy.
legacy he leaves behind. Will, thanks for joining us with that story. Coming up here, we're in Oregon for 50 states in 50 weeks, and Becky Worley is there with some friendly faces and a beautiful fire. We'll be back.
Back now with our 50 States in 50 Week series. Becky Worley is in Oregon. Hey, Becky.
Hey guys, you know what? It is amazing here in Oregon, and it really does. It's a place that has it all. Breathtaking beauty, amazing people, but also 9 federally recognized Native American tribes. And we talked to some of the members who are doing their best to preserve culture and pass it on to the next generation.
For thousands of years, over 60 Native American tribes thrived on the land we now call Oregon.
From an indigenous perspective, we were here before statehood.
And just like Oregon's diverse environmental landscapes, each tribe had its own unique way of life. But over time, dozens of tribes were forcibly removed and confederated into 9 reservations. Here in Portland, community organizers Jolene Joseph and Chinoa Landry are doing their best to help Native families heal from a painful past.
The Native Wellness Institute, we're a training and technical assistance providing organization. And the Future Generations Collaborative, we offer community gatherings.
By promoting our health and wellness, we know that we can grow for the next 7 generations, because we always think about 7 generations before us and 7 generations ahead of us.
Their hub for it all is a building given to them by the Presbyterian Church as part of the Land Back movement. It's known as Barbie's Village.
Providing a safe space for people to come and connect is huge, because a lot of people were in the same boat that I was in, relocating from the reservation to the city, not knowing which way to go.
It's almost like a second home to us. We laugh about that all the time.
The building is named after a community member who had a significant impact and inspired their decision to build a tiny home village. They're also keeping their ancestral practices alive through fashion.
My necklace is made from elk ivories, and my son, who's 25 now, he's been hunting since he was 10. He has hunted all of these elk teeth for me. So oftentimes people will say, elk teeth are our diamonds. I wanted to wear it today because I wanted to dress my best. And that's what we're taught. We're wearing our ribbon skirts today. We're dressing in a contemporary way, as much like as our ancestors as we can.
And they celebrate culture through movement.
The Eagle Dance is very much about storytelling. Most of our traditional dances are a way to tell stories. When you start to use different animal feathers and pieces in your adornment, you also are embodying that spirit.
Acacia Red Elk is a world champion jingle dancer and a certified teacher of powwow yoga under her wellness brand, appropriately named 7 Gen.
Smudging yourself with energy.
There's traditional tribal beats. There's a part where you're connecting on a cultural level. When we move our bodies, we are bringing joy to ourselves. We're becoming more sovereign. That's powerful.
Another tradition of these tribes is gifting, and they've sent these adorable little bears that they're going to have me deliver back to the studio. I can't send one of these big floof balls, but I'll send you guys one of these.
Aw, love
You've
you and the
gifted them
dogs.
plenty of treats, that's for sure.
So sweet. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Beck.
And thank you so much for watching, everybody.
Whole lot of wit this weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Yes, come back.